Less than two squad. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you are doing well. Hope everything's going well. Hope you have had a good week and you're ready for a good weekend, even gooder, some would say. Welcome in. Welcome into the pad. Happy to be back with you all. Okay. So before that, though, let me say hello to the early chatters. Soja, welcome in. Jen, what's good? Mandy, we got Jinx, Rob with 2 B's, Mythical J, Jenna Lee, Jen, Soja, AJ. We got Lori, Kansas, Red Wings, Chrissy. Cupcakes are nice. Hello. Live with the 35 stream streak. Live out here watching the thing. Thank you so much, Liv. Daisy, hello. Good evening. Jen with the 23 months. Thank you for using your 1 Prime on me. I really do appreciate it. Christine with the 41 months. Appreciate that as well. Thank you so much. Lil Leaf, happy pat to you. Welcome in. Canna Biscuits, hello, hello. Jesse, what's good? Emma, hey, hey. Mythical J, thank you with the Prime sub. Also really do appreciate it. Welcome back from month number 10. Says saying hi all. Happy pad. Not gonna go make some quick dinner. Did I see something? No. I'm gonna go make some quick dinner with Pooya Mayor. So thank you, Jade. I will try my best not to be too loud then. AJ, thank you for the 25 stream streak. Appreciate it. Katie, welcome in. Happy pad day to you. Samantha, hello, welcome in. Laura, what's good? Kellyanne, hello. Cannabis says, your choice, good sir. I can give you a sound drop. I can give you a new song if you want. You just let me know. Just think about it. Robert 2B, thank you with the 10 stream streak. Appreciate it. Shelley, welcome in. Grace, welcome in. McKinley Spud, thank you for month number 18. Welcome back in. Excited to have the weekend off for my birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a good weekend and a good birthday. Bulletproof Shell, hello, welcome in. Dylan, what's good? No Grandma Bazooka song? No. Do you want to hear the Grandma Bazooka song? If you haven't yet, you're about to get a treat. Larissa, nice to be back. Happy to have you back, Larissa. Welcome in. Welcome and welcome in. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. I am doing both those things, thankfully. So thank you for asking. Canna Biscuits, welcome back from month number 35. Thank you for the hype train. Hitting the hype train to the bazooka song should be illegal, but here we are. 2016 is trending, but Pooya is repping 2006 with Don't Matter playing. It's true. It's true. I don't have a lot of good photos from 2016, but I have a lot of good memories from 2016. It truly was a memorable year for me. Lauren, welcome in. Tall Skinny Ben, hello, hello. Happy Friday to you. New song? Yes, new song. Did a new song. Well, it's about a minute, so it's not really a new song, but it's a new tune. Lori says lots of streakers up in the place. Hell yeah, we love to see it. He just had to find something to rhyme with bazooka or hookah. I don't know which one came first. Kablow. All right, we can move on. AZ with the 10 gift. Appreciate it, AZ. Welcome into Stein, Katie, Smile Sunflower, Larissa, Lazy Boo, Game, Valley Cat, Becca Pot, a Gay Elephant, and Queens. We're not part of lesson 2 group compliments of one and only AZ. If you're in the chat, drop your lesson 2s in. Welcome in. T Money, hello, hello. Mandy with 100 bits. Thank you, Mandy. AZ with 100 bits. Thank you, AZ. Thank you both. Have you caught up with Traitors UK yet? In fact, I'm about, 10 minutes late today because I was finishing episode 9 with Liana. So as of right now, I am ready. I am caught up. Yes. Yes. But again, no spoilers for anybody who is watching, since I know that a lot of people want to check it out at some point, or should, quite frankly, if they haven't. And I will be talking with Annabelle tomorrow night about it, so we'll be ready to talk. Chat, I'm going to go ahead and open the form. If you're new here, Friday night is the pad, stands for Pooya After Dark. Really, the notion of this stream has and always will be that I get to talk to you all, almost like in a one-on-one setting, and we can talk about whatever you want. It's driven by you. We have fun. You can ask questions in the chat. I read everything in the chat. You can ask questions in the forum if you want it to be anonymous. Either goes. Whatever you want to ask, I will answer. Oh, you just finished 8, need to watch 9? Okay, cool. Ali, thank you for the prime sub. Appreciate it. Welcome back for month number 50. Appreciate you. Well, asking a general trader question? Of course, 100%. Deep dive aside, what has been your favorite part of 2026 traders coverage? So this year, oh my God, that's not that long. That's not that long. But I would have to say, low key, that first like 2 hours of watching the traders with everybody is something that I don't think can be replicated. It really was a moment that I don't think can be replicated. And what I mean by that is that I feel like we were in a position where we were all like everyone that we liked was still in the show. Everyone we're rooting for was still in the show. Rob was on TV. And I feel like everyone reacting to it at the same time was phenomenal. So that was great. As far as podcast moments go, and you said deep dive aside, so I will respect that. I do think I think there was a fun moment last night actually with Rob where we revisited him liking hard-boiled eggs. Sorry, that was good. And something happened on the last UK pod, which I won't give up because I know that it might spoil something for y'all. So, but that was also a good time. The UK traders has been great, Larissa. Working late, but we got the pad, baby. Zora, I got you company. I got you. You can hang out here. I'll keep you company. I won't be too distracting. Voting out Michael could also be up there, but... Rye Guy, thank you with the 43rd month. You appreciate you. Welcome back in. Sparrow with 100 bits. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. It felt weirdly almost like an election we started. So hopeful and excited, then ended and I depressed. It really did have parallels like that. Yes. We all got to grieve together. This is true. Why are we doing egg chants, Tara? The year 2026, we're doing egg chants? Looking forward to Traders Bingo. I thought of some space ideas, but have... Sorry, where did your message go? Oh, but I probably already forgotten them. Yeah, you got to write them down. I had this thought last week, but last night for Traders cemented the boot list is giving game changers. Yep, I do think that's a very fair comparison, especially if you came in really hopeful for some of the people that you've already seen leave at this point. Why are challenges recycled between US and UK? They're not so much recycled as much as they are done back-to-back seasons. So you got to remember that when these shows get produced, the Traders UK is making their show for the UK audience, and the Traders US is making their show for the US audience. Because they film literally back-to-back, meaning there's not a lot of time in between, it's like, well, we might as well just use the same one for one. And like, I don't think I think the crossover of people who watch both seasons is not as big as you'd imagine. Truly. So I think that's really what it is. I don't think they pay attention to the other side of things, you know? It was wild having a full episode to try to power through what we were all processing. Yeah, we just have to continue on. We're like, yep, there's a third hour to this show tonight. I don't like how they did the first three people. I haven't watched the latest two episodes. What exactly did you not like, Sparrow? Just so I understand. It's been very cool hearing Rob interview season 4 Traders. I'd love for you and Rob to interview Wilfredo from Boy Meets World about the Traders. He wants to play in his podcasting about it. You've mentioned this, right, GFN, already? You've mentioned this before. Robbie C does seem like a guy who likes hard-boiled eggs. Doesn't he, though? Doesn't he? He really does. Meg Mello, thank you for the 42nd month. Appreciate you. Thompson with the 22. Thank you to both of you. Thank you so much. Welcome in to the Less Than 2 crew. On the recap, when Pooya and Rob started talking about how great eggs are. Oh, you got the egg chant during that moment. That makes sense. As far as the US version, I noticed something. Most reality comp shows seem to have a winner's edit, but so far this seems edited for the impending departure. Are you watching for the first time, Rob? I'm trying to see if you've studied this over like other seasons also or not. Philip Thompson, who was a RG podcaster, got into the Sundance Lab. This is him, right? Let's see. That is him. Yeah. Congratulations to Phil. Yeah, that's a podcaster right there who definitely was like, I don't got time. I got stuff to do. Good for him. I'm so happy for him. That's awesome. Am I the only one who's not attracted to Rob R? I don't understand why everyone is thirsting over him. I mean, he is a well-sculpted man who has bright eyes and is kind of a dummy, you know? The cabin comp on Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the most fun I've had watching any Traitors comp. Oh, dear God. I hate cabin comps. Valley Cat, I hate them. AZ with another 5 gifted. Thanks so much, AZ. Little Leaf, Stephanie, Microscopic, Cats and Top Hats. Wow, what a name. Spiky, Sparky, and Tall Skinny Ben. Part of Lesson 2 crew. Once again, compliments of the one and only AZ. Any update on communicating with Iran? Have you gotten a chance to speak to your parents? Over here, I haven't been able to reach anyone still. No. So... my dad was able to call me, I want to say 3 days ago, and we spoke for all of 2 minutes and like 40 seconds before the line got cut. My mom and I spoke, she called me thrice over the span of 5 minutes, and each time we were able to talk for 15 seconds before the line got cut. So that's really all it was. So 2 days ago and 3 days ago is the last I heard from them, but I believe my sister heard from them and messaged me about it today. So... but yeah, it's like you can't really talk to them. It's like quick bursts of message and that's it, essentially. So everyone, the next RGB admin needs to offer Rob a hard bull deck. That's not that is not an endorsement we are making. No. It's so funny. My stepbro's name is Robbie, and having Rob say his family calls him Robbie really threw me because I've never thought of him as a Robbie. That's Robbie right there, Mandy. I don't know what you're talking about. Dad, Tom Stroud. I'm not dad. I mentioned again because they dropped their podcast today and both like Rob a lot. Oh, hell yeah. Laura, thank you with a 35 stream streak. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching every single stream. The last 35, that's incredible. That's not 35 days, that's 35 streams. Rob, our early favorite to win. Guy's been super impressive. Absolutely early favorite to win. I think right now, chalk pick to win, low key. He's not on anybody's radar. And he's doing a phenomenal job of marinating and also staying out of harm's way. And because of the way he's conducting himself within the turret, there is not even an inkling of a feeling that the other traders have of betraying him, which pains me to say this, chat, but I'm about to, okay? So far, our beloved gamers could never. They could never have a peaceful turret. They couldn't do it. So I'm happy to get representation of that in some capacity. They took out every single gamer and people we liked and the people who would prevent a one-sided house group. I don't agree with the third point. I don't agree that they took out people who would have prevented a one-sided house group. We don't know that for a fact. That we don't know for a fact. But the other two, I definitely understand the heat on for sure. Not first season watching, but maybe it is more noticeable with all people that I've been rooting for. Well, to your point, I literally thought Rob nor Monet could be the two murdered in plain sight in that one episode that Rob goes, simply because they had so much content, and then Rob went out. So it's a very hard rope to walk, though, because if someone you're keeping for a later game is relevant, not showing them to us now means we don't care about them later, which is bad. But like last year, I feel like they did a good job of representing Dylan, representing Gabby. Ivar was there. Dolores was there. And even they got like little snippets. The year prior, definitely they got a lot of story. Year prior, they got a lot of story. So I don't think there's I don't think that's necessarily accurate. Potentially. Am I wearing sweatpants or shorts? I am wearing pajama pants. They're thinner, but they're long pants. So they're not shorts. Rob C is hotter. Well, Rob R's are a dime a dozen in frat houses. But on this show, on specifically the show we're watching right now, I think most people, if they were to rank all like the men on attractiveness, I think Rob R ends up number one on that list. Not so much of a dummy. He's getting out all the threats. You know what I meant by dummy. I don't mean like dummy and like he's an idiot. I mean that he's kind of like a golden retriever a little bit. Just like, oh, I'm here, you know, which there's more going on there, but he's not letting that out. Dr. Will hasn't really just abandoned that cabin, has he? Has never been there. He left. Appreciate it, Penny. Let's bring cold croissants to Toronto. Let's bring salmon to Toronto. All right, Tomster. Dude, where's my spray bottle? Relax. Thank you, Mandy. Love Island Rob is the Dylan Afron of the season. Yes. Rob has to get back on the Trader to find out what's so great about the salmon. Yeah, did Rob just not bother with the salmon that day? Maybe by the time he got in, there was no salmon left. Lisa was hilarious in the tree murder, but I think she is the most vulnerable of all three. Yes. Easily, Rob Roush is in the best spot, closely followed by Candace, and then there's a little bit of a drop, and it's Lisa next. Who do we think Eric actually heard laughing at the tree ceremonies? I don't even remember a laugh being out there, really, but I haven't gone back to check. Without giving spoilers, are you cheering on the Traitors or faithful for the UK? I am Team Traitor on both shows. I do think it might be good for the show to have a turret that sticks together. Yes, in future seasons, this might help them not turn too early, but I know we'll get a gamer in there eventually that use this meta against the other Traitors. Yeah, to be like, hey, they're probably working in unison. Are you surprised at how much power Colton has? Yes and no. I think that Colton found himself in a position where a lot of people warmed up to him very early. And that combined with he probably has talked about wanting to get Donna out, and he probably talked about how tough that was going to be for him, but he pushed through and persevered because that's what a good faithful does, damn it. And so I think he carried a lot of favor there as well. And I think that that's why it doesn't shock me that he had as much power as he did early on. I did a whole post on this on chatbcc about how bad I think Colton played last night, and how foolish that was and how agitating it was for me, because I feel like when you get put in I genuinely do not think all faithfuls start at a level playing field. I think some faithful will come in and immediately get put in a better position, a power position. Some will come in and immediately seem suspect. And this is through some fault of their own, some through not their own fault. So, for example, taking the blindfolds off at the round table and being sweaty or being fidgety or drinking water or coughing. You've kind of done it to yourself a little bit. I feel bad for you, but you did do it to yourself, you know? Versus somebody who comes in a little bit confident, a little bit cocky, and they're like, that's a traitor. You're doing it to yourself, but also you're just a confident person. So is that a crime? Right. And then there's people who just get immediately kind of we're going to listen to this person. They seem to know what's going on. And then that person just has all the energy to do whatever they need to survive. If you have a lot of allies, that's good. If the traitors aren't looking at you, that's good. So then you don't, anyway, it was played wrongly, but I love salmon, but smoked salmon is my least way to have salmon. It's like a strong dislike. I love smoked salmon. I love salmon, period, but smoked salmon with like some cream cheese on a bagel really goes hard for me. They just started increasing Mark's screen time. Well, you know what that means. Rob are doing more marinating than the chefs making the smoked salmon. This is true. I've been seeing the TikTok edits about Rob Rush where it's all the moments people are flirting with him on the show, and they are tiny moments, but still funny altogether. There's a lot of thirsting over this, man. This is true. Guillaume Brilliant is one bro. Yeah, there was probably no salmon left. I'd love to know how much time they actually get to eat breakfast before Alan comes in. It's a good question, you know. Also have to bring up the moment where Rob Rush compared his carrot to Ron wearing the red suit. Did you see this? It's so good. I can't stop laughing about it. I did see this. I did see this earlier today, actually. Chada said at the premiere watch party she had trouble telling Tiff and Candace's voices apart. Well, that could be who Eric thought he heard potentially. But just because two people sound alike, does that mean their laughs sound alike? I don't think so. I wish the house knew what a dirtbag Colton is, though. I don't know if they know about his history all that much, but it's like they don't get like a rap sheet when people come in, right? And that's sad reality is if you don't know the people around you, you're just going to operate like they're normal people. Although I will say, very clear to me with the exit interview today that Monet knew exactly who Michael Rappaport was. I've only caught up with Tiff's interview so far, but I liked y'all bringing up the thread that Rob C told her if he's gone as Jam Jam. That interaction makes so much more sense. Yeah. I think Rob has been this. First of all, the sad reality is we do not have any time to talk to these people. We have 10 minutes for some of them. They were like, oh, you have a little bit more, like as we were going on. There's not enough time. So like I am not asking as much questions as I would want to, but also I think it's very fun to hear Rob's interactions with the cast and also hear what Rob remembers and brings up also. But yeah, Rob and Tiffany had talked extensively about how they think it's Jam Jam. So that's why the Jam Jam sus stayed with her once Rob left. And Tiffany loved every word you wrote on chatbcc. Did she? That's awesome. I've only gone up. I just read that. Came up on the Q&A, but can you imagine if it was one up a week? And right now we were living in the cliffhanger of what card did they put in the fire for a week? That would have been a very interesting week, I think. I feel like it would have been a stressful week. I feel like the fact that Rob does leave means that at least we were put out of our misery early. Because speculating a week and huffing copium that it's not Rob only for it to be Rob would have been brutal, but when you're good looking, you get away with more. Not me, LOL. No, it's facts. Rob said he would have preferred it that way. What, with a week delay? Mandy says, carrot moment. All right, let's see. Oh my God, this is too funny. That he literally holds up. That is ridiculous. This man is ridiculous. This is absolutely amazing. I used to do criminal prosecution, and the stalkers were the scariest. They were often charming, and they had no boundaries. It's rough watching Colton. Can I just say, I have seen and I've heard of a lot of streamers who have had stalkers, and it is the most petrifying thing I have read about because and like witnessed them talk about, because the stalkers do not cross the boundary, but they hug the boundary, and it's the creepiest thing ever. And they act like they've done nothing wrong. And it's like they don't know they're in the wrong. Or if they do know they're in the wrong, they do not own up to the fact that they're in the wrong. If you would like to read about one of these, which, you know, trigger warning for anybody, just in case you don't want to read about it, go look up, search up Sweet Anita, the streamer. Sweet Anita and write stalker, and probably there's a bunch of articles about it. She like went to the police and like filed a report, and they were like, we can't do anything. Like, and this went on for years. So, yeah. Faint Bunny, you can ask a personal question. How about this, Faint Bunny? Can you put it in the advice form? Can you put it in the anonymous form just in case, if you don't want me to, if you want me to like choose at my own discretion whether to answer it or not, feel free. Or if you feel comfortable enough, feel free to put it in the chat. Either way, it's up to you. But yeah, you're absolutely welcome to ask any question you want tonight. I feel like they would have cut back to the laugh and showed us if there was any validity to that. I think that makes sense, right? I feel like they would have. I just read that. Like I had no clue who Michael Rappaport was. I mean, these profiles do bring a lot of things to light for people when we do the preseason previews. I used to do criminal. I just read that as well, Cupcakes. That means I missed the first two messages. Carolyn was thirsting in her post interview. Oh, were you given the? Oh, I see what you mean. Were you given the option to do an exit interview with Michael Rappaport? So this is a interesting situation. We had interviews with all four players lined up when I ended stream with y'all yesterday. I did get on the pod with Rob, and I did let him know ahead of time of like, hey, respectfully, I do not want to talk to Michael Rappaport. So I will bow out of the interview. I will not do the interview. So Rob said, yeah, that's absolutely fine. So then Rob was going to do the interview with himself. And then we got word earlier today that something came up and he had to cancel all his interviews, which I believe is correct because I do not think I've seen him do any other interviews. So there you have it. But yeah, we were scheduled to. It just then got moved or canceled. I don't know if we're gonna get him again, but the interaction between Tiffany and Rob at the end of that interview was great. I hope Tiff talks with y'all more on her game. I really do as well. I said something similar on RGB Discord. Rob leaving so early was kind of a relief for me, even though I was devastated. Now I feel like I can watch and enjoy the nonsense without the personal turmoil. Yeah, I feel like it would have been a very difficult rope to walk if like would I be able to enjoy the goofy shit that Rob Roush is doing, or like pick up on like the little subtle game moves that other people are making, or would I just be nervous for Rob the entire time? Again, it's the most double-edged sword because it's like, but I want to see Rob play, but also now that he's gone, I see all these things that are, I guess, positive, but it's copium because he's gone, you know? Didi, welcome in. Thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate your one Prime used on me once again, Didi. Thank you. All right, Fame Bunny, what was your question? How do you separate your worth as a person from the achievements you've accomplished? Every person is made up of a lot of different characteristics, right? You are made up of different traits, different personality quirks, different morality, different foundations build each person. So you can be, if you're honest, friendly, kind, welcoming, supportive, loving, you are there for your people, whether it's your friends, your family, you try and help in your community. Like, these are all just regular traits you are showing that make you a great, worthy person, right? Then there's achievements that you've accomplished. Then it's like graduation, promotion, this career milestone, this achievement in like sports, then those things come in after. But that foundation that you are built upon, those are the things that may open the door for you to get achievements done. But at the very end of the day, if they don't get you any of those achievements, you are still worthy. You are still, that's still you as a person. These are the things that make you, if that makes sense. I hope that made sense. I don't know. It might have been a little deeper than I'm equipped to answer, but I hope that gave you something or some clarity in what I was trying to say. Didi with the first time chat says, do you think Rob Roush is making a mistake by taking out too many of the men who could theoretically be traitors? People are going to look at him before long. So that's a great thing. Here's the thing is that right now there are no men. He's the only man up there, right? So he can't feed them a male traitor because there is no male traitor to be had. That's a great point as far as like, should he be keeping more men in? The problem is, who are the men that are left that are being looked at? Ron Funches is one of them. Let me just look at a graphic real quick. Colton's gonna potentially get banished at some point. I think Eric is safe. No one's looking at Johnny. No one's looking at Mark. No one's looking at Stephen Coletti, but Jam Jam is still very much there. And Jam Jam is not a name they have explored yet. So he still has a lot of options in front of him. I think the problem is that they're never going to get a male traitor unless they get Rob Roush, unless they recruit a man. So same thing came up for Riley after B27. Well, then, yeah, once Riley, he got cast within a matter of hours. We got some stuff on Riley, and then Riley also showed his ass on the feeds. Thank you, Penny. Yeah, I just feel like there's twofold, right? First of all, I fundamentally do not like Michael Rappaport as a person. Just everything I have read and seen with my own eyes, not other people's accounts, directly his posts and things he has said. I was like, I'm out. And then I'm also like clearly not favorable to what he's doing on the show. So I'm not going to go on this interview and be like, yeah, so you had this moment. It was pretty funny. I'd be lying. I'm not going to say that. And I also feel like ultimately when Rob is there to take it on and Rob has interacted with him before already, why should I insert myself into a place that I don't feel like I'm going to be an authentic person and also that is going to be not great for me, you know? Do you think he canceled his interviews because of his comment last night at the roundtable? I don't think so. I mean, he knew what he said at that roundtable, you know? Like, it'd be weird if he said, okay, well, let me see if it's on the edit first. I feel like I felt when Asia got voted off for 47. I feel like with myself and Liana with that episode, I feel like we realized Asia might be leaving like a good 30 minutes before it happened, which cushioned the blow a little bit. Because we had time to like process it a little bit of like, oh my God. I think the thing with Rob was literally we had 6 minutes between when Rob was safe and Rob was gone, which was tough. Thank you, Larissa. Appreciate that. Donna Kelso also gives many women as options on the shortlist, so it's not Rob R's fault entirely. Colton gets banished next week. Prayer circle. That would be awesome. Do you think that the Traitors will do a mercy kill with Ron to put him out of his misery? I don't know, I don't think so. I don't think they will. All right, let me answer a question from the forum now, jumping a little back and forth. Will you and Rob wear overalls on Traitors recap? Absolutely not. Dude, I'm not going to buy a pair of overalls just to wear for one recap. And also, I can't pull off I can't do denim D on D. Oh, you know what? Cupcakes, you asked earlier, that might be my favorite interaction I've had on the pod this season so far. Talking about raw dick on denim action with the overalls. And Rob being very uncomfortable on that conversation, not wanting to continue it. So... Thank you, Jinx. Mike Bloom would buy overalls just for the recap. Yeah, well, do I look like Mike Bloom? Do I have a Survivor tattoo on me? No. Am I witty? Differently. Okay, stop funding the overalls. I am not buying overalls. Chat, you realize that in overalls, I'm going to look like fucking Wario, okay? I don't want to wear overalls. I'm going to look dumb. We shouldn't do that. I'm going to look like goddamn Wario. Please. Stop this. But also, I'd be indoors and I have a heater, so I would be fine, but I don't want to. What about a carrot shirt? I don't know about that. I also have a cat named Winston. Winston, cats unite! Lizard Logic League, thank you for the chat. First time, welcome in. Red Wings sends me an eBay entry for... Red Wings, do you like your position in this chat? I hate snakes. Why would I do that to myself, Mandy? You tell me. Why would I do that to myself? Killian, Rob talked about what? The fact that I clicked that link a second time is on me, quite frankly. Sorry for the long preface, but I figured it was too long for Twitch chat. Okay. After Survivor 48, 49, Traitors Kane 3, and Traitors US 4, not to mention the trailer for 50, I'm feeling like I need a break from reality TV. I don't enjoy it right now. I'm thinking of just listening to the podcast without watching the show. Already how I experienced BB 90 Day, all the Love Island and Married at First Sight. Oh, you're saying that's how you experience those shows. Told my wife jokingly, if Survivor 50 ends with Christian, Tiff, and Suri as the final 3, I'll change my mind. Before stream, I sat down and read Taryn's book, since I plan on canceling Paramount after 50. Should I give a Big Brother season a watch just to give it a chance? Obviously no live feeds, but is there one of the actual shows I should watch? Yes, I can answer this for the seasons that I've watched without feeds, because I only know them without feeds. Big Brother 6, Big Brother 7, Big Brother 10. Those 3 and 14, Loki. You can watch. Start with 6. How about this? Start with 6 or start with 10. If you're going to have a starting point, pick one of those 2 seasons, 6 or 10, and just watch that and see how you feel. I think as far as your feelings on being a little bit fatigued on reality TV, I understand. We've talked about this quite a bit on stream, but this stream started during COVID, a peak time where we had no TV. And since then, we have not only had the return of the reality TV shows we like, we got an influx of more reality TV shows than we had before. And it can be overwhelming. And depending on your viewing enjoyment, if you felt sour on like 2 or 3 of them in succession, it makes it a very tough time. So I think the break is absolutely valid and worth exploring. Ice 2, I feel like it's a fair hear me out. Mandy, No, it's not. But who hates? I hate snakes more than you hate snakes, I fear, right? Is that correct? Would you say that's accurate? It feels more accurate. Oh, after you did Love Island, gotcha, Kellyanne. Just invite Mike for next week and tell him the less than 2 crew demands overalls. I don't know how I feel about that. Me inviting Mike on the pod being like, you can't come on unless you put on overalls and no shirt. Like, is that an appropriate request to make of somebody? I'm not sure. I'm not sold. BB10. Yep. Sea Lizard says BB10. I wonder if Traitors was dropping merch with that murder shirt, but now I think Alan was showing off his arms. I think so. Watch 10 if you're only going to watch one season. If you want to watch 7 All-Stars, make sure to watch 6 first. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, either 6 or 10. Because if you watch 6 and you liked what you saw, immediately watch 7 after. But then if you watch 6 and you're not fucking with it, then you're not fucking with it. But if you don't care about watching All-Stars, just watch 10 and see how you feel about that. I watched all of the season without feeds and I like them too. Exactly. I don't know if that is accurate. I just don't say it on stream. If there was a snake in a tank in front of us and we were a team on like The Amazing Race, Mandy, which one of us would end up touching the snake to get the next clue? Strippers? What are we talking about, AZ? Like, why don't they have legs? It's so weird and I can't even think about it. Worms also weird for the same reason. Yes. I mean, Dr. Tova, thank you for the 30 stream streak. Appreciate it. I mean, Dr. Will made some big demands for his interview with RHAP. Overalls is nothing compared to that. Yeah, but I'm not Dr. Goddamn Will. BB10 was the first season I watched via Netflix, and I really enjoyed it there. There we go. Okay, sounds good. Thanks. Taryn's book honestly had me on either 10 or 23. Sounds like 10. Yeah, there you go. Start with 10, I think. We're going more OG there. If you then want to go new era, 23 is actually a great shout. It's one of the ones I liked quite a bit. I think 24 could maybe be a shot also after that. If you want, again, watch 10 and Hero, and then let's see how you feel moving forward. How about that? Because then maybe we can guide you to a different spot. Mary St. Joseph, I'm locked. Man, I would love to watch BB10 for the first time again. A snake can like squirm around you without its legs, and it's freaky. Wait, Mandy, did you say which one of us? Absolutely not. I'm leaving. Okay, so we're both agreeing we would get eliminated from the race. Maybe we both hate snakes the same amount then. You could wear a tanker t-shirt underneath. You aren't showing off snake tats. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the physique to pull it off. Again, I will look more Wario than anything, and I don't love that for me. When we go to events as a museum with things that usually have snakes, I'll touch them, then go, that was weird. Well, why were you doing that? I'm watching 23 currently and sometimes watching Terrence recaps in between. Lovely. A little balance. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Dr. Will has already made me cringe, so glad you're not Dr. Will. Perfect. I've never understood why the quality of 10 is so bad. The audio and visual is worse than earlier seasons. That's interesting. Marbs tonight. Let's see how my nose feels. No, Kyle was on 24, not 23. That was fun. You and Mandy should do more hypothetical Amazing Race challenges. Who would do a heights challenge? Yeah, Mandy, what's your thoughts on heights? All right, let's go to the next question. This came across my FYP, and I thought you want to see. No need to show what the vibes are in there tonight. If the vibes are in there tonight, it's a tribute to Rob at a drag show. I actually did see this. Fun fact, I believe the person who posted this is Maggie's friend who hosted the Big Brother org that I played a couple of years ago. I believe it's the same person who posted that. I don't know if I said this in Discord or not, but I went to ER on Tuesday and had an asthma attack. I'm fine, don't worry. Mama overreacted and called the ambulance, but the EMT tried to put an IV in and he missed, so he put con over it and said it wouldn't bruise, and the next day I had a bruise. The ones the nurse put in the hospital doesn't have a bruise. Oh my God. Oh God, I know some people might be a little bit irky on this, but I'm about to talk about blood tests real quick. I don't have detectable veins. My veins are hard to find, so I've been pricked many a time in one sitting there just for them to miss it every time, and it's not fun. It doesn't make the experience any easier. It's not like, oh, I'm used to this. I still can't. Will you wear your plaid outfit for housewife exit interviews? Can you explain why that would be relevant to the housewife exit interviews? Can I understand this? Can you explain? We'll answer the next question. This is a Instagram reel that someone said, can we watch and discuss this? And then they proceeded to say, very disturbed by Colton getting out. Okay, so it's about Colton. Hold on. Oh, this is from Demi. I've seen this. It's to do with, it's basically a full story of everything Colton did with regards to stalking his ex, putting the trackers in, the accusations, having to basically get a restraining order on him, like everything. I think that this is the problem, and I think shows are guilty of this. A lot of shows are. Traitors with putting in Michael Rappaport and Colton for sure. I think Big Brother will do this also, where they'll put someone in and then be like, well, whoop-de-doo, we'll make them seem however we need to. Like, they're not that bad. And it's like, bro, well, just, there are villains out there who are not garbage people. They're straight up are. But if you want to put Demi's post in the chat, Mandy, for anyone who wants to click it, please do so. But like, yeah, I think that too many people don't recognize that, or I think too many people are in a very privileged / blessed place where they can just be like, you know what? The game's the game. Life is life. I'm going to ignore that and choose to go on with this. Which I don't love. I mean, I don't love, but also I could never do that. So that's on me, maybe. I don't know. I'm very, yeah. Thank you, Tomster. Appreciate that. Jez, you know how to submit questions to the form. You know how to do that already. Come on. It's pinned to the thing. You've been here how many, you've been a subscriber for what? 8 months? You know what you're doing. Is it too much to ask that potential contestants don't have a criminal record to be on the show? I mean, that could be a nice ask, right? We can list many villains from from those shows who are not bigots. Exactly. I think that for me, I've gotten a lot of mentions on Twitter. Because yesterday I did post a very satisfied Michael gone finally. I've been so used to giving with this boot list. It's so fucking nice to finally receive good riddance, you piece of shit. Hashtag the Traitors US. I did get quite a few responses that were like, this is harsh. He's been the most entertaining part. He's been the only person trying to make it fun and be entertaining. And I'm like, y'all just conflate people who are being loud as entertaining, or like people who fill a voice in the room are being entertaining. And sometimes it does feel contrarian to me. So, all right. Next question in the form. I think also to the person who sent this and said they feel like Rappaport is getting all the smoke, as he should, but Colton is getting off way too easy. I think also the other thing that happens is people sometimes have a tendency of being like, well, this person is the worst. Keyword being the worst. And they're like, well, they're the worst. They don't focus on the second worst. Where in fact, I'm like, fuck both of them. Why are we saying one or the other? And like, I think that, I think that I'm seeing like with last night, it was interesting because like we all had a lot of smoke for Colton the entire episode 4. And then in the entire episode 5, we're like, fuck him and fuck Rappaport, let him fight, who cares? Then Rappaport said the thing at the round table, then I was like, I do not condone this. Get the fuck out. And like I said last night, even if you're in the camp of that's not what Rappaport said, that's how Colton made it, like Colton reacted in a way that made it seem that way. Even if that is factual, I'm going to take that for fact. Doesn't change that Rappaport's Garbo, doesn't change that Colton Garbo. But beyond that, Rappaport said what he said, and I took it the way I heard it, and fuck him. You know? Both trash. They've also murder banished so many who would be entertaining. That, I mean, it's been a bit of a massacre. How are you coping with everything going on in Minnesota? I'm home. I'm chilling. I'm safe, thankfully. Doesn't mean I'm not anxiety driven. Maybe one day, chat. Maybe one day, a couple months from now, we can sit down, talk about this past week. Tonight's not that night for me, but maybe later on down the line, I'll feel comfortable enough to talk about it. Will there be 2 murders in the following night if they don't get to murder where the show left off? No. So typically, what will end up happening is if they miss, right? If they murder a shield and no one dies, the game continues. But then at some point, they will have a night where, because you imagine a traitor does get eliminated. Because you know how when a traitor leaves or when there's a recruitment option, it's like, okay, you can either recruit or you can murder. They will find a night where it's like you can recruit and murder. So that will happen instead. He knew what he meant. He just said deniability and fuck that. Right. I'm basically use finger quotes calling Jam a guy. Michael doesn't get the benefit of a doubt. And happily, I agree. Did you move your duck? The one that sits behind you? Yeah, the duck is in the shelf over there in the corner now. Like in this shelf over here. You can actually see a little bit of its outline. I moved it when I was setting up this desk because it was in the way and I didn't want to puncture it. And then I never put it back. So. Do people think Paramount Plus is worth it? They are raising their prices. Can I be honest? No. Paramount Plus is worth it for feeds. Beyond that, I will tell you what you should do because most of you can and if you are in the States or if you're in Canada, should be able to have access to this from where you are. It's just depending geographically, you might be a little bit limited or like your apartment or something. Get a free-to-air TV antenna. Get a free-to-air TV antenna from Amazon or any website for that matter. They range in the $15 to like $30, $35, depending on the one you're getting. And you get access to CBS, you get access to Fox, you get access to NBC, ABC, you get access to all those channels through this antenna alone. And all you have to do is plug it and put it like to the side of the window or something, and then you're done. Now I see Red Wings mentioned Champions League and other soccer though. You know what's weird is that I do have Paramount Plus. I do not remember the last time I watched a Champions League game on Paramount Plus. I always find other links to watch it through, and have done, but that's just more force of habit because I forgot they even have it. But also the good news with Champions League is that it ends at some point. But the problem is for you, it ends and then feeds begin, right? So, but it depends. If you want it for just Survivor and Big Brother and stuff, then you don't need it. If you want it for sports, that's a different conversation. If you want it for the shows that are on there, I would say strategically you could map out getting it for a month, watching all the shows you want, and then leaving also. That's an option to do. It's kind of like renting it for a month to watch a show kind of thing. But as far as like a interface goes, it's not my favorite interface at all. Not even close. And like the content is not great. I will say I've been using it the most now for the last 2 months, but that's because I'm watching Dexter. But before Dexter, I was not using it ever. Outside of Survivor Big Brother. If you live in a city, you may be able to pick up stations with the built-in tuner in your TV. That's true. Make sure you just check on your TV first, for sure. If Wario were to be on a reality show, what show would you like to see him on? Wario would be good as a traitor. Like on a traitor format. I think Wario could be good on the Traitors. If you have Walmart Plus, you do get Paramount Plus, but not the live TV version or Peacock for free. Interesting. Wait, do you get either or, Ali, or you get both? I also didn't realize there was a no live TV version of Paramount Plus. I just assumed it came with Paramount Plus. Either or, and you can switch between. Oh, very cool. Okay. They want you to access local news, I'd assume. Oh, for like not having the antenna. All right, and so far, this is the final question as of right now in the form. So in case you want to submit a new question in, go ahead and do so. Something has been bothering me for the last few weeks here. By no means do I, a female, find Colton's stalking of Cassie okay in any sense. It was apparent. But I believe everyone deserves some grace and a second chance. He has been very open about his struggles with mental health issues during that sad time and subsequent unalive attempt while apologizing privately and personally to Cassie. We never know what someone else is going through. This has been sent in anonymously. I feel like the Colton story, based on what I've heard, and granted I wasn't there as it was going down, everything I've learned has been after the fact. I think that I don't disagree with you that people do, find redemption, get a second chance in, change their lives for sure. I think it's a very tough thing to do that and come back to the reality TV realm also, though. I think you're always going to have people that are going to remember those times that were very triggering to their own lives or very, bothersome to them or very much affected them. And I think people are well within their rights to choose to give someone a second chance or choose to neglect that and not give them a second chance. Yeah, I think it's a very not risky. It's a very tough conversation because I do think for some people, they're like, no, some people give you one strike and you're out. Some people give you one chance and you're out. So I believe in restorative justice, but that doesn't mean they deserve the spotlights as anti-hero. That's kind of what I was trying to say, essentially, where it's like, if he's going to come back to TV more often or even periodically, this is always going to be a part of the conversation. Always. And that's just the way the world is to a certain degree, where your past, you can grow from it, you can learn from it, you can improve from it, you can change from it. But some people are always going to see you as that person. And those are the choices that happen. It's tough. It's very tough. And then I think what happens also is you see the way Colton is talking to let's say at Tiffany. And for a lot of people, that can be very much bothersome. And it can then rekindle those feelings they had about him from the past. And also it could be like, where do you get off being able to say this, that, whatever? You've done all these other heinous things. So that's why I'm like, you shouldn't have cast the man, period. Quite frankly. But yeah. And there's something to think about, and there's some information that I haven't heard about that in there, but being on a show like The Traitors and getting a big edit on these shows is platforming him. Right. Exactly. Like, I think here's the reality of it. I think that it really all comes down to each person and how they feel. So for example, let's speak for me specifically and Michael Rappaport. If Michael Rappaport came on tomorrow onto socials and said everything I've said in the past, I apologize, I was going through some shit, I no longer see the world that way, yada yada yada, I would be like, good. But I don't think I could just move on and be like, yup, he's clean in my books now. I don't think that would happen for me. I think that's not to say that I'm always like that with everybody and anybody. There's plenty of people in my life that I know personally where I was like, ooh, but then I saw the change and I was like, okay, we cool now. But I think the depths depend on it also. I think how deep it went depends on it. I think there is a point of no return for me. Absolutely there is. For sure. But, I don't think one size fits all. But yeah. All right, we got a new question in the form. How's the banana doing? Banana's dead. The banana has perished, chat. The banana's gone. Gone. I heard someone say recently something like, I hope you change, but do it far away from me. Right. And I think that's the biggest thing. Again, it all comes down to platforming. Yeah. Anyway, to the question asker, I appreciate your question. I feel like it was important for us to have that conversation. And thank you for feeling comfortable enough to ultimately put it in the form. Gone isn't thrown away or just flat. Oh, it's punctured and it's still sitting in the guest room bathtub. Or the guest bathroom tub. Yeah, yes, Matt. It's gone. It's gonzo. I think it's okay to recognize that people can learn and grow from bad things they've done without wanting to see them getting a platform to an audience that doesn't know and edit that, doesn't acknowledge that history. That bothers me. Right, Mandy. Severity and proximity are massive figures. Yes. Why does all of this talk remind me of Big Jeff and his whole Dumbledore theory? Yeah, because we heard that on feeds and the show continued to make him seem like America's hero. So, Kai is live. First time chatter. Keemstar, when did you start doing Twitch? Original. I have a beard. So I'm Keemstar. Good one. But yeah, it makes sense that you think of Big Jeff because of exactly that. We got the edit. And then we got what we saw on feeds. And then they were like, he's America's hero. Everybody should love him. And I was like, well, we actually know what he's been saying. And you're not telling us those things. Which then paints a unfair picture of him. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah. All right. I do appreciate the question. It has me thinking about it for sure, but it's a tough situation. Yeah. I think, again, it's like one of those things, right? Where if, Cassie forgave him and like he's grown from it, that's good. But I think that you kind of you end up living with your actions. And you can grow from them and you can move past them. But I do think there's still going to be a number of people that are never going to forget that part or never unsee that from you. So yeah, it's tough. B25 Matt as well. B25 Matt. Oh, I was thinking of Matt Hardiman, which is BB26, actually. All right. Form, we're caught up. Caught up with the chat. Life is good. It's a great song. It's a classic, some would say. I just can't believe how poorly I drafted the draft with the free agents too. Literally ended up with 2 people left on my team. One is Ron Funches, and the other is, who the fuck was the other one? The other one was Eric Nam. Yeah, we're losing. I felt so good after doing the previews. I was like, I got a banger fucking team. And now we're in the fucking pits. Like, better luck next season. Where the fuck? Dead man walking. Yup. On the topic of come out lurk mode to be counted as a viewer on stream. One, I love when streamers have the option to use a channel point to redeem daily. This helps me come out of lurk mode. And two, it's fun. Two, question. If I leave a stream and come back, do I have to put something in the chat again to be counted as a viewer? Tara, so actually, I don't know. I don't know if that's been fixed or not. I've been seeing less conversation about it. So I'm not 100% on that. I'm not 100% on that. I think if you leave and come back, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think that's a thing anymore, but I might be wrong. Might be wrong. We'll find out, I guess. I'm considering moving to another state and would like to see if anyone has advice on Asheville, North Carolina. I love the mountains and have found a place I really like, but it means moving away from family to a new city where I know no one. Should I take the chance? All right, chat. What you telling me? What do you think about this? Should this person consider going to Asheville, North Carolina or not? Yo, Jonesy, welcome in. Hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. If y'all don't know, Chad, Jonesy is a streamer who does RP over on the same server I'm in, Ember Riley, the one and only. Appreciate it. Thank you. What time is it? 4 fucking a.m. there? Why are you awake? Why are you awake right now? Welcome in, y'all. Welcome. This is our weekly stream, Friday nights. The pad, we sit down. I have my advice form open for a Q&A. People talk in the chat. I answer everything. We have a good time. We have a good time. We do it all. So come on through. Enjoy your stay. We're talking a lot of Traitors right now. If you don't know, I do podcasts about both Traitors UK and Traitors US. Do not give any spoilers on UK because a lot of the audience does not watch UK live. But I podcast about both shows and they're both on right now. So I've been very busy. Well, yeah, feel free to come through. If you follow, I do appreciate it. We do quite a few things around here. Asheville is awesome, says Tova. Okay, there's a little bit of advice there. I would love to visit Asheville because it has so many breweries. Okay, Terrace's Breweries. If you're into beer, you're in a good spot there. I realize ism streamed. I do, and I'm here. This bloody subathon is killing me off. Hey, what's the timer on right now, Jonesy? Or is it donezo? Sounds like we're not done yet. I've visited Asheville 3 times and I love it. I've been trying to convince my husband to move there from Florida. Ooh. Sounds like a very positive place you found, question asker. Asheville seems like a vibe. Is Asheville rebuilt after the flooding? That's what it sounds like. Is this the end of the subathon, says Mandy. Oh, Mandy's been checking out the stream. Went to 2 seconds. Now it's at 16 hours. You know, that does sound about right. It does. My other comment is don't move to Asheville if you're thinking it'll be a huge change in you. I've known a lot of people who move to force a personal change, but change doesn't work like that. Okay, James, profound. It had 9 minutes left at 12 and now has 16 hours. Well, you're not done yet. Your weekend at the very least is still subathon intensive. You know, let's put this song on a bit of a throwback. Next question in the forum is, if you could pick someone in RHAP rotation of podcasters aside from Rob to be on a future season of The Traitors, who would you be most eager to watch? I'm going to remove Liana from the equation because that would be a very easy answer. I'm also going to remove people who I know would say no to being on because it, again, makes it a little bit more challenging. So I'm going to remove Chappelle because he would never want to be on. I'll remove Scally because he would never want to be on. So with that being said, I'm going to put forth 3 names. Maggie Morgan, Mary Kukowski, Sasha Joseph. I'm going to go sleep to be back on stream for another 12 hours at 12. Good night. Have a sick stream. Thank you, Jonesy. Have a good night. Enjoy your sleep. Make sure you get every hour you can because 12 is not that far away. Low key. Good night. Good night. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Take care. I want Jenny Autumn. Great pick. Would you be on Traitors? Are you Traitor or Faithful? Matt, would you do Traitors? If your cats play Traitors, would they be Traitors or Faithful? Pearl would be a Faithful that would get misjudged as a traitor, and Clam would be a traitor that would never get caught. And I would know Clam is a traitor, and it would bother me that no one's voting with me. So, Jane Info Secret Pair, I ship it. What time is it over there? It is the city I'm in, 10:30 p.m. Central Time. On the East Coast, it's 11:30. That's where I used to be. But yeah, 10:30 from me. Sasha would be so out so as respectfully. Wow. Hey, for the record, Sasha made it further than I did on RHAP Traders. Big no. So Matt has applied. That's the code. Matt has applied for civilian traders already. Matt and Dwight Moore have both applied for civilian traders. Torties do have trader energy. I believe that's I was about to say the make of cat that Clam is, right? I believe so. We're going to have Elsa at work tomorrow. Last time we did this, 300 people showed up, so she gets some sleep. Is this Elsa from Frozen, Jinx? Or is this like another thing that I don't know about? Just promise not to draft me, you know? How dare you? I will have you know, I won the last draft, guy. Did I not win the fucking season 2 draft also? Was I not the winner of both those drafts, or am I making the season 2 one up? If you're on, I'm drafting you first. I hope you know. I would say if I was ever on a show, do not draft me first. Make me be the second overall pick and later. Do not put me first pick. That is immense pressure. Awesome for Frozen. The little kids go wild. Okay. How old is Frozen now? Like, when did Frozen come out? And if Matt and Jofo go on extended vacation, we know nothing, chat. We let them be. Remember, that is the cardinal rule, the golden rule for any podcaster or person of interest we know that goes on a vacation. Do not call it out. Pretend it's a vacation. Don't say anything. Once they come back, let's see what it was. Don't blow their cover. What do you think of the edit on Traders UK waiting to reveal some secret pairs after their... I feel like it depends. It's complicated to me. I think some pairs immediately out the gate present them. I think that I think if you're part of those pairs, you're not going to reveal anything. I think they didn't expect that specific pair to be done as early as it did, Leslie. I think that's my take on it. Mary would be beast on the Traitors. I think Mary would do great as a faithful. Although I feel like in Goose Goose, Mary gets sussed a lot for someone who is not bad. So I've not played this, but it looks something cool for you. Oh, is it? It says Claw Machine Simulator. Hold on now. Hold on. Oh no. Oh wow. And it's only $4.89 this weekend. Oh, there's a fun mode and a realistic mode. Chat, am I going to buy a Claw Machine Simulator? I think I am. Shit. That's a great... Thank you for that rec. I will be getting that. Pretend they took a leave for plastic surgery. Pretend anything. Just don't bring it up. Really. Do it. Okay, I'm tempted. Do I have consent to rage bait? You have to guess which rage baiter this is. I don't have a Rolodex of rage baiters. So if you're going to rage bait, go ahead. Okay. Am I going to watch Love Island All Stars? Honestly, I don't think so. I'll be honest. I haven't seen anyone that compelled me to check it out. After looking at not looking at the roster, but having seen the circulation of stuff, I don't think so. What products do I use on my beard? Can I be honest? Nothing. I have beard oil that I use after I trim my beard, but other than that, I'm not using it often. So I'm kind of blessed. Not to sound very... Listen, I'm blessed here, but I've lost hair on my head. So you win some, you lose some, as they say. Spend the $5. I will do it. All right, I'm caught up on the forum chat once again. Lovely. Repo is only $7.99. I've heard about that game, you know. Well, I say I've heard about it. I've seen the Fortnite skins for it, which probably shouldn't have confessed that, but here we are. I saw you play Fortnite the other day. Was I? I don't think I was. Was this because Quinn was playing and my name popped up as someone who was online and playing? Is that what it was? Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. I play Fortnite decent amount. This is a great song. This beat is incredible. Late to the party. Hope everyone's having a good Friday. Hey, you too, Sarah Lynn. Welcome in. Repo's hilarious to watch. Haven't played, but it looks like a blast. Is it not a horror game? Do I have it wrong? What's the song? It's here. It's right here. Unless you don't have your monitor on, then let me know and I'll read it out to you. But yeah, it's over here. I can't fucking point at it properly. It's here in my hand. It's very itty bitty. Is it too itty bitty? Like you can't see itty bitty? I guess if you're on a phone, you're not going to see it. Yeah, that's not been there always. That is a new addition. Here. Is this better? This size might be better then. There you go. Is it good size now or no? Better? Okay, looks good. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Check that off the New Year's list. Oh my God. Should I look at the New Year's list, chat, and see what we have on it? And what we've done so far? It says open in 2027, but I'm opening it now. Make intro song for the PAL we haven't done. Finalize stream background we haven't done. Clips Command Edition. I believe we're in talks mods. I believe we're going to get that done. Collab with Phil haven't done. Send the Miss Teddy's haven't done. Now playing scene/command is done. We can cross this one off. What's the command in docs to do a strike through? To put like a line through the text. That's a thing, right? Or no, it's not a thing. Did I ever see the clip of Dwight cramping on stream? No, I have not. Can I please see that? Can someone send that to me right now? Bringing at least 10 new people to Goose Goose this year. Haven't done yet. Do a 24-hour stream. Haven't done yet. At least 2 cooking streams. Haven't done yet. Double date with Janiphilis. Haven't done yet. At least 4 just chatting game show style collab streams. Haven't done yet. At least 2 clubs with non-RHAP. Haven't done yet. Tester on different stream starting times for different content. Haven't done. Promise Week. Haven't done. I have 10, 3, 3, 1 to 11, 11, 11. I think that's follower count. Fix the merch site. Have to work on still. Release 3 new merch designs. Haven't done yet. 3 unique YouTube videos. Haven't done yet. 2 Discord exclusive events. Haven't done yet. But working on something. Ooh. Sore. Still too soon. All right. Who's about a Goose Goose this week? I'm not going to reveal that. Texting it. Thank you, Matt. DM us back. I shall. Oh, Matt sent me a video. The problem is when I get sent a video on my phone, because I don't have Apple, it's the worst quality, but that doesn't matter. What matters is the audio for this. And I'm gonna play that right meow.
Underwear. It's fine. This is allowed. I have shorts on as well. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Oh, I just cramped my. Oh my God. Oh no. Hold on. Ow. I cramped. Ow. Oh God. I cramped. I cramped my abs doing this. Oh God. Hold on.
This sounds mad. This sounds like a lot is going on.
I cramped my abs doing this. Oh God. Hold on. Oh, that hurt.
That is wild. Oh, I cannot wait to use that on the soundboard. Oh, that's phenomenal. Thank you, Matt. Did I text him about Goose? I may not have. Oops. GGD Sunday. The problem is I was in the middle of doing the Goose invites, and then I jumped on one of the exit interviews, and then I forgot. I forgot to finish off my messages. So let me go ahead and continue talking to y'all. Play it again? No, relax. For anyone that doesn't watch Dwight's Blown Clock Tower, he got a walking pad, so he's been walking this for it. Wow. Is that just what we do nowadays? Walk on stream? We can't walk elsewhere? All right, back to the form, which has not moved, so we're lucky. 2 people that do that? Yeah, that's the method, seemingly. Although I've not seen Taryn whip out the walking pad in a minute. I don't think I've seen Taryn stream in a minute, low-key. I know he does on Patreon, but I haven't seen him on Twitch. While he walks, you get titty cam. Titty? What do you mean his walking pad just came back? He re-released it? Chest cam. Oh, does he not zoom out? It was broken. Oh, I see. Wait, does Dwight not zoom out when he's on? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Maybe we need to get Dwight in some overalls. See, that would work. He raises his desk, but it can't go up all the way, so his monitor can stay plugged in. Oh, the wire is too short. That's funny. I think his last Twitch stream was the Survivor Fortnite finale. Yeah, that's been, a month now, then, that he's not streamed. Swole King. His chat is already begging for a white tank top. Oh, my God. All right. There he is. No, he's just standing. Which stream was he walking in? The man... Oh, I see it. Wow. It's like... Well, you see his head a little bit. Right? Like, there's a little bit of it. Hold on. See? Like, I know it's not moving right now, but up there... You see, it's a lot of neck and then some chest and like half his head, no eyes. Aaron, welcome and hello. Fascinating. Are the people who play Goose all just other streamers or question mark? How does that group come together? No, the majority of the people that play Goose are podcasters from RHAP, or they'll be alumni of different shows who we've become friends with. So either Survivor or Big Brother Canada, Traitors Canada. It's like people in our world, basically. Some of them also happen to stream as well. So Kirsten, podcaster, but also streams. AJ has started streaming his POV. Back in the day, Amon would stream his POV. Phil has before done so. Jenny has done so. Liana has done so. Scally has done so. But at this point, I'm like the primary streamer. And Kirsten, I don't think Kirsten's not played many games where she hasn't streamed. Dwight also streams his POV as well for the most part. Peridium used to stream. Peridium is a YouTuber. So. OnlyFans preview. Hmm? Who's copping? Who's copping the Dwight Moore OnlyFans? And why is the OnlyFans name Dong Moore? Get it? Because his thing is doing more. Drop the I. No. Yeah, I didn't think so. Anyway, I'm gonna tune into a couple Goose Goose stuff, and I assumed everyone was streaming from their own view. Yeah, no, there were more people streaming their POV before than now. Like there was like a genuine time, I think in 2021, where we had like 7 different POVs happening simultaneously. So. Yeah. Wow. Am I on delay? Yeah, because his handle is doing more. Come on, it makes sense. Asundis will set up a command if you want to do multi-view of all the streams at once. Yes. We often have that available in case anyone's looking. But that's the lore there is that it all came from Goose Goose. It all came from Goose Goose. All came from me starting the lobby and inviting people. So yeah. We're also just all disappointed in you. I mean, if it went over your head, I understand, Tomster. If you want me to explain it, I can. It's all good, though. It's all good. Oh, I don't have to bring attention to it. It's fine. It's truly okay. It's truly a-okay. Stephen A-okay. So. The Lord's Deep Jenny's birthday, I think. So, we were playing Among Us offline one night. Jenny's birthday. Yes. And I had to leave to go do the pad at that point. And as y'all know, I take that very seriously. So I was like, y'all, I gotta leave. Like, I got to go. And they're like, just stream this. And I was like, are y'all cool with me streaming this? And they said yes. So I just went live and said, hey, we're playing Among Us. And then that became unofficially Amongst Goose number 0. And then after that, every Sunday, I booked a lobby, called it Among Us Amongst Us. And it was initially just a lobby of 10. Then we had a mod that can boost it up to 15. Then we went to Goose Goose, which can do up to 16. So. I think we as a community would enjoy repo among friends if that's something you're interested in streaming. I'd have to look it up. I think the thing that also works with Goose Goose is the fact that repo is an online cooperative survival horror. See, survival horror, it doesn't do it for me. But that being said, the fact that it's a free game, it helps because anybody can get involved at any point. Versus, I think I would have a tough time making somebody buy a game that I might play with them twice, you know? Even if it's a cheaper game. Not that it's impossible. But now you explaining the lore to Tomster. All right. Okay, chat. What else? What else would you like to talk about tonight? First AU clip I can find on the fly. Hold on. would help if it wasn't muted. Oh my God. And here we are 50 weeks later. We're still rocking it. You look so young. I was 28 at the time? So I was younger. I don't know what that audio is in the background, but yeah. Good times. Good time. Quieter times. Now everything's louder. You're ready to marble. We could do an earlier marble today. Call it an earlier night. You know what? I'll go ahead and call it. Last call on the form, if you would like. Finally watched Sinners. It was so good. I've not watched Sinners yet. The name of that clip was the stream title too about Jenny's birthday. Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. And look at us now, chat. Look at us now. We've come so far. I still haven't watched Sinners. I still need to and intend to, but it's not yet happened. Also, the new PAL went live tonight, so if you've not checked that out, go ahead and do so. We had a lot of fun with that, myself and Liana. We got to talk a little bit more Traitors at the beginning, but we are now going to be at a situation where practically every episode we record is going to be on a week behind the Traitors. So the next episode that drops next Friday would be us in between episodes 4 and 5 and episode 6. So don't you and Leon have matching Prince jerseys? We do actually, Lori. This is true. We do. Loving the watch party streams and podcasts. Top-notch content. Great job. Thank you, Cannabiscus. Thank you so much. New Pal was so fucking funny. I thought it was a good one, you know. I thought it was great. Thank you, AJ. I know we literally do this every year, but looking back at the clips, I still love the memories of looking back at stream history of early days. It truly is one of those things for me, Mandy, when I look back at old footage, I cannot believe we are looking at a success story. We're looking at a stream that has become consistent and still present 5 years later. Because, like, I remember how shaky the whole setup was. Laptop on top of 2 puzzle boxes. Shifty microphone. Like, I had content planned throughout the week, but like the pad was always weird hours. Like the pad could be 1 a.m. one night, 2 a.m. one night. That didn't make no sense. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And now, like, and like that was like before I had a proper like podcast career also. At that point, I only had The Masked Singer as a consistent gig. Everything else came after. It's nuts. I'm so lucky. What did Cat Dunn tweet? Red Wings. Did the pandemic streams go forever? They did, D's, and they went on and on and on. Y'all just stumbled upon the most insane piece of 2016 lore in the depths of my Facebook messages. Oh. We are looking for competitive and single women who want to compete for $1 million. Feel free to Google me to see I'm legit. We are in a crunch time, so if you want to learn more, please call me ASAP. Cat Dunn got asked to be on Survivor 35. $12-hour GGD went. Matt, I don't think our group can handle it anymore, Matt. People be leaving after like 90 minutes. we want to do 12 hours? The gauntlet? When? I don't think we can. Maybe if we like planned it out meticulously where I would have people rotating in, maybe we can do 7 hours. Maybe. but it would be a gauntlet. If you set up the cycle, yes. Yeah, it would be a gauntlet. I don't think we're built for everyone in the lobby sticking around the whole way through. But if we rotated, maybe we can go further. Imagine that was what the 24-hour stream I did this year. Just 24 hours of straight goose goose duck. I think that would be intense. That'd be a lot. Let's raise some for charity and everyone pull up. This is true. This is true. Then they would pull up and stay also. For the longest of hauls. Have some different groups like some other people that play on stream or a crew spot. That's not a bad idea, Mandy. All right, checking the form. Form is the same, which means we're shutting it down for the night. All right, chat. You want marbles? Is that what you want? Does everyone want good fucking marbles? Also, Matt, I did not realize that the BB Can 2 clip that was circulating was posted by you on the Diary Room pod. I was like, who? Why is BB Can 2 in my timeline? Because Matt Ligori made it happen. 24-hour marble stream? Now that I would veto. I don't think I could handle 24-hour marble stream. I think that would be a lot for me. You watched BB Can 2 this week? That clip made you laugh, and now it has 17K likes on Twitter. Amazing. 24-hour stream where everything you do is determined by marbles? No. No. Let's stop making marbles be a part of it. All right. I understand y'all love marbles. Marbles is fun. But not for that long. All right, we do this and then we do that. I'm closing all the excess tabs on this computer so I don't get distracted. And we go ahead and do marbles. I'm not being demanding, I promise. No, I'm not saying you're being demanding. Absolutely not. But I'm being honest, if anything, about my feelings on me getting marble fatigue after like an hour, maybe two. Remember that one time we had that 1 hour marble race? That was lore building. That couldn't have been great if it was a daily occurrence or weekly occurrence. Everybody would be a VIP by the end of it. This is true. There would be no... It would basically have to be a challenge of if you, by the end of this 24-hour marble stream, if you are not a VIP, you're getting permanently banned. Like some weird high stakes like that. Well, I will say we've done, my playtime on marbles is 150 hours. So that's a decent amount. Decent amount. It is wild to me that we're almost done the first round of the diary round matchups, Matt, but also feels like it's been going on for a long time. Is it the first Marvels of 2026? Yes, it is, Daisy. It absolutely is. Maps, a cheeky 5 for tonight. Yeah, my nose is definitely acting up. I think I took a Sudafed before this also. I don't think it did much though. Community maps. And yeah, it's like I'm like rusty. There we go. Hey, happy early birthday, Tomster. How does this work? So basically, all you have to do now that you see it's loaded in, exclamation play. Like AZ just did in the chat. If you do that, it'll start populating you with a marble in the chat with your name on it. After that, you do not have to do anything but watch it play along with some commentary from me and some goofy nonsense that'll be happening ultimately. I do give out some VIP badges during this, so after the end of 5 races, if you are in the top 5, you're getting a VIP badge for the duration of minimum 1 week, sometimes more than if we don't do more marbles. So keep that in mind. Also, last place with 5 races completed, you will be getting a VIP badge as well. And if we get 69 unique participants, it doesn't matter because the 67th participant will be getting a VIP badge as well. And then maybe one for the randoms. We'll see. We'll see. Your cursor's moving without you touching your mouse. Unplug, replug, or if you have a controller plugged in, unplug the controller. Six, 7, says Lori. Wow. I didn't say that. You said that. All right. 50 of you in here already. Love the energy, chat. Appreciate you being ready for the Marvels. All right. Let me go ahead and start it up. This is your last chance. If you want to get in, exclamation play. If not, forever hold your peace. Because we are about to start. There we go. No, just 67. No 69. Well, as of right now, we have 51. So, also, this looks interesting. Okay. Top 5, last place, 67th place, if there is one. We're back. We've not done marbles in a minute. I don't remember the last time we did, but I feel like I cleared up most of the VIP badges to do this. So, first one through the hole, we'll follow their journey here. And that marble belongs to... Oh, I did. It's Lori. There we go. Grace in second. We got Liv. Grace takes the lead over. Liv is the leader on the other side. Liv has the lead and is riding solo here, Jason Derulo style. And just like that, Liv is no longer in first place. That belongs to now Genrads. Lori, who's still in the running. Tova, who's trying to take it over. But it looks like Lori still has it. Actually, a bunch of people in the first scoop now. Big chillin'. Yep, that group is in the lead right here. Emery in the lead. Okay. Emery now no longer in the lead. We got Tova in the lead. Tova goes slick through it there. Easy pickings. Genrads takes the lead over once again and gets a shortcut in, so is in a very good spot in comparison to everybody else here. Tova's stuck in the middle, though. That's not a great place to be, as the other side, Somnus, now not taking over. The end is near. Can I move my camera to the bottom left? Yes. All right, so Somna's still in the lead. Yo, fuck that. My marble was in the top 5. Like, where the fuck did it go? AJ in the lead now, followed by Gina. They have one more little obstacle to go through. Will they get slowed down? Not enough. AJ goes off the side here and has a bit of a lead now. Sizable. Fennel has doomed. Goodbye, Fennel. AJ is out. Oh, a massacre happening. Christine has won. Congratulations. Wow. Heartache. As it looks like it's a 50-50 chance that you will either get doomed or finished there. I wonder what determines that. Doing the whole race just to lose is wild. Like, that's brutal. Jordan making it through. Or, nope, Jordan made it through. Emery, who was in the lead at one point, coming in and making it through. Catesy next. Making it through. Rye Guy makes it through. There we go. Congratulations to Christine, who got the win. Oh my god, of course I'm like right on the brink of getting points. Fuck you, game. Whatever. So there you go. Here's your top 23. $37 people made it. Everyone else doofed. But there's 4 more maps to go. So it's not a bad situation to be in. All right. Exclamations coming in. The plays. Everyone's ready, including myself. All right. Y'all ready, chat? 51 again? Okay, cool. We're ready. I want to press start. Good luck to all. May this round be better to you if you didn't finish. May this round be more difficult for you if you made points. Grace comes in under the wire. Love that. Good luck, everybody. Oh, pushed up and then pushed out. Okay, where do we determine where the lead is? Is that the end already? Okay, I'm just going to go here. We're going to follow End Hero for a little bit, see what's going on. It's very hard to determine who is where. Is that lava on the ground? I cannot tell if that's the ending or not. I don't think that's the ending. Oh, and we got pushed into this little Plinko thing. Okay, this is a little easier to follow now because we can follow who's in first place. Not Dylan. Dylan's in like way back here. Looks like it's AJ Daniels and crew over there, but this is one of those maps that doesn't follow the leader truly. It's a little confusing. I'm still trying to find the lead, but for now, we're following this group here. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to do it. All right, then we go up. Yeah, there's still a lot of map, actually. I don't know why I thought that was the ending already. And there's Earth. Cool Rider. Looking to be in the lead, maybe? Perhaps? Oh, someone doomed, I feel like. Hold on, can I just do this manually? I think this is someone in this group. There we go. We'll follow AZ here. Because it looks like these are the groups that are in the lead. Oh, another one of these 2-door things. Hopefully no dumps off of it. Nope, we're good. Oh, no one goes down the middle. Everyone gets pushed to one side or the other. Oh, is this like all the plan? This is actually kind of cool looking. I just wish you could navigate it regular style and like follow whoever's in the lead. Because now I'm going to have to wait here and pick one marble. God, no. There we go. Oh, Smooter goes down the middle and honestly looks like takes the lead over, maybe? Respawning might be in the lead actually now. I think we're finally caught up. Respawning in the lead. Bit of a gap between Respawning and some of the other players here. And Respawning trying to be a cool, calm, and collected player to try and get through and finish this strong. But is now immediately stuck as I say that. Smooter takes the lead, which we were following earlier. That's the finish line. Smooter and Shannon, Cool Rider, Lil Leaf using the momentum. Can anybody else get it? And it goes to Shannon has won. Congratulations, Shannon. Do we have a record? And we do have a new record, which means everyone who makes points here is going to make bank. Shannon may have all but booked a VIP badge for the night. Who knows? All right. The Doomfire is coming, though. So those of you in the back here, I'm a little worried for you. I feel like these three might be the only ones. Russ might be able to get out of this. I said that. Russ has slowed down. End Hero is here, but might be punished. Oh, everyone's gone. Massacre. Okay, top 20 again, but no points, which is very unfortunate. A couple of people made points on both races. Congratulations to them. Ultimately, even though it didn't feel like it, about the same amount of dooms as the last one. So let's run it back. One more. Well, there's actually 3 more maps, but get ready. Exclamation play now. Go ahead. How long have I been muted? Have I been muted for a long time? Or just at the start of this map or something? Because you've missed some epic commentary. The whole map? Oh, you thought I was asleep? I've been right here. I've been talking, believe it or not. I've been talking about how Kansas was in the lead and in the running for a while, and then Kalita took over. Now it looks like it's Rye Guy's race. What are these level ups that are happening? I have no idea either. End of last race. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I may have missed out. I may have just not noticed. All right, Rye Guy in the lead still, keeping it strong, but can Rye Guy hold on? The end looks near-ish, but I don't know how many obstacles there are for that to happen. All right, and Rye Guy makes it through. Liv is right behind, though. There's not a lot of room for error, Rye Guy. Oh, look who it is. Keep going. Do not let Liv beat you. You will not live this down. If Liv beats you, she's getting banned because you're petty. What? No, it's fine. It's fine. You're fine. Cool, calm, collected. Cool, calm, collected. Cool, calm, collected. Cool, calm, collected. Oh my God. No, not more. Oh, that was smooth. That was smooth. Yes. 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 Not rigged. I'm just talented like that, okay? Don't say cheater. I don't appreciate that. I do not appreciate that sentiment. Okay? That's your first win in years is rude, mind you. Rude. Don't do me like this. Don't do me like this. And I won to a great song also. Missy on the Beat. If you don't know this song, real ones know this is a banger right here. Where's my crown? Woo! All right. Hey, are we still here? Oh my God. Oh, okay. And we got a raid. Okay. Okay. Yo! Yo, hold up. Morgan, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Morgod. Welcome in, everybody. Holy shit. Okay, so I don't know what happened. My stream got disconnected somehow. And it did cut through our marbles chat, so we'll discuss those things in a second. I flew too close to the sun. I did beat you all in marbles, and I don't think y'all could handle it, so someone crashed my internet, but it's fine. It's fine. Hey, marbles is a good time. We were just talking about how I don't think I could do 24 hours worth of it, but it's been fun when we do it. How was your stream, Morgan? What did y'all get up to? What were y'all up to? Team Traitors, you know it. You know it. Yeah, Morgan and I were talking earlier about this season, and we're firmly Team Traitors at this point. We've jumped ship. Fuck the faithfuls. We're all full-fledged Traitor fans at this point, hoping they can run it all the way through. We talked BB21 and Traitors. Okay. Yeah, you've been doing this like rewatch journey or not watch journey, perhaps. You skipped 17, which you've not told us why yet, right? You said you have like an announcement or a surprise or something for that. So I'm excited to see what that is. But then what's next? 22? Are we going straight in order here? Yeah, Tiffany. So Morgan, I don't know if you've listened to my exit interview yet. With Tiffany. But I asked her who she would like to see from Big Brother play on the Traitors. You were one of the people she named. So Heather Lynn, also thank you for the 7 months. Sorry if I missed that earlier. Appreciate it. Yes, I think what happened, Chad, is either my Ethernet cord got loose or just there was like a quick internet crash, but it didn't load the last 2 maps for that reason. That's why we got impromptu slowed down. But I will honor the VIP badges here for the top 5 for last place, and then we'll run 2 more, and we'll run like 3 more VIP badges as well for that. Okay. She's one of all-time B players ever, and game recognized game. She recognized you. She called you out. She not called you out sounds negative, but you know what I mean. You were one of the ones she named. Thank you for the 52 months here. Appreciate you. Welcome back in to the Less Than 2 crew. Welcome. You know what? We can get back into the Just Shannon for a hot second. And then we'll hop back into Marbles for the 2 more. Well, thank you, Lori, for giving the link over to Morgan. Hope they have M&Ms at breakfast for you. Yeah, that salmon must be doing great in Scotland. People will be fucking with the salmon there. Then we need to restart and do a fresh 5. That would be unfair to Shannon, who won 1, to the people who got points. So we'll just run a bonus 2. A bonus 2. I need the M&Ms. You can't leave with the M&Ms. Like, can you just take them out for breakfast room? I don't know if you can do that. I had the CBS contract for 2 years before you can do another show. See, now Morgan can't speak to this, but I can speculate. Because I'm trying to think like, who is a player who was on CBS and then went on to be on another show relatively soon after. And my mind goes to young Cedric, who went from BB26 to the Challenge in less than a year? Although I guess, is the Challenge CBS property now? Maybe that's what it was. Challenge is Viacom. Same company, though. Okay. Everything's negotiable, I think, but I don't know. Yeah, I think it should be, right? Should be. Oh, for 3 so far. Hey, you can get back on it. You have redemption. There's still 2 more maps to go. But yeah, okay, we talked about this last time. We reacted to it go down, but I genuinely still don't think I've seen anybody eat as ugly as Michael Rappaport was. Like, the man put teeth to that ceramic bowl, like that is plate. That was uncomfy. Contract usually locked, but they may make exceptions. Well, we'll see. Listen, fingers crossed, okay? It really was. I've never felt any food to be that taxing where you need to do that with. Like, and it's not like you can be like, oh, well, like, you know, he was sore or he couldn't move his arms or what. He literally had to go out of his way to gross that up. You know what I mean? He had to do, like, he was with it. If he can bring it up to his mouth and then shovel it like this, he can also just hold it here and bring it up to his mouth. How hard is this motion? Not that hard. That is an easy motion to do. Anyway, yikes. What's hilarious, Morgan, is I did eyeball that you were still live, and I was like, all right, I know who I'm rating once this is all said and done. And then you pulled up. But we still have 2 more races to do here. So feel free to stick around, anybody who came in from Morgan's stream. Thank you so much for trusting me with your lovely community. I will take good care of everybody here. All right. Just going to give these VIP badges up real quick for you, chats, just so that y'all have them. Oh, yeah. Also, I still need to show you the new track. Let me not call it that. The new RP track that I was asked to do. Basically, there's a new record label in the server now. And they reached out to my character Oxford to do music. They were like, would you like to do music with this new artist, Autumn? And I said, sure. And I showed them a sample. Then they were like, well, we've been commissioned to do this diss track. Would you do it for us? And I said, yes. So here. Why no Michael Rappaport exit interview? I mean, I mentioned earlier game. So there was one scheduled. And it was scheduled for today. And then I did let Rob know. I was like, I would not like to be a part of that exit interview. I would like to decline to be there. Rob said that's fine. Rob was going to handle it. And then Michael Rappaport ended up canceling all his interviews today because something came up. So all right, let me just see if we had who was our last place with 3 races done and hand them a VIP badge. And that's Athalia here. Congratulations. And then chat, we'll do 2 more. We'll do a top 3 and a last place as well for that. Ended up being more VIP badges than we're supposed to part ways with, but that's fine. He chipped his tooth on it, but honestly though, like, I'm surprised he didn't, quite frankly. All right, let's run back 2 more races, chat. All right, boom, boom. There we go. So I don't know. I guess stream was cut, but what you didn't see was I went to hit next race and it was just like, there's no such thing. It was like, we cannot load this map. And I was like, oh shit. Okay, fuck it. Next one, couldn't load. I didn't realize until way later that stream was cut and that you couldn't even see what I was saying. And I was disconnected. But yeah, if you're new here, you don't know how marbles works, exclamation play gets you involved and keeps you involved. You have to join for each map separately, but then once you join in, you just vibe out, watch it play out, and that's it. All right. Trying to eat rice with chopsticks is impossible. You just got to scoop it in your mouth. But that's different. I agree with rice in a bowl, especially if it's not like rice that clumps up. Like, you definitely need to use, like, you have to like do that, but not this. Or like if he was having soup, maybe, you know, you put soup bowl to mouth, that I understand. But like, this was like a child might eat like this. I have never even seen a child eat like this, I don't think. Hey, Morgan's getting involved. Woo! Yeah, I feel like when you have a sim that has like the sloppy trait, they eat like that. I'm in this. Hell yeah. All right, chat. Last call. We have 50 participants. Either press start or regret your decision when we kick it off here. It feels sketchy to me that we didn't have a vote on whether Pooya would finish high and he wins the race. Yeah, we forgot to do the wager that we usually run. That being said, it's fine. It's fine. It's not like y'all were going to bet on me anyway, chat. I have a lot more doubters than I do believers in me, which is fair because I've lost a lot. Lil Leaf and the Leafs will follow Lil Leaf's journey. As I say that, Lil Leaf falls to the back of the group. Morgan is ready too. Okay, what the fuck is this? Blue suit in the lead, Toriorio following right behind there. Gerard takes a different route. So a lot of different ways to go here. Which one is the right one? We'll find out shortly. Gina Elizabeth now in the lead of the pack. What the fuck is my marble doing? Not gonna lie, low-key, I have not seen your marble yet. So no idea where that marble is. Oh, we got an equalizer here though. So that's gonna be huge for everybody involved. Squid starting the pattern here. Little by little, Tova also pulling up. This is unfortunate because, oh, it pushed you back. Interesting. Well, Rye Guy, Kansas, a bunch of you still holding it down. I'll vote for you to win because you would lose for sure. Well, that's rude. Are you saying that you're the bad luck omen or you're just saying I'm bad? Those are two different things, but I would take them as similar thing. Tomster now in the lead here. Can Tomster hold on to it? As I try to find a song that I would like to listen to. You know what? Sean Paul can do it. Sean Paul can be here. All right, so yeah, Tomster in the lead, Can of Biscuits in second place. Did you doomph? No, you haven't doomphed. No one's doomphed yet. We have all 51 participants still in, so thankfully that's not the case. Oh, as I say that, Pixie Sticks has doomphed, and is out of the running here. Tomster is playing with fire, quite frankly, going to the edge like that. Cannabiscus, though, not letting you ease up, so you cannot make any mistakes. Oh, because I said your name. Well, you're still in the running, no? You're still in the running. Oh, see, I just saw your name. Morgan zooming past people down there. Playing the catch-up game. My Marvel related pre-jury. Hey, if that's anything to go by, you're about to catch up and take it over. Oh, Cannabiscus like Tom, so I'm not letting you go alone. That's not going to happen. Oh, a lot of you got in this breath. Okay, there we go. Bit of an equalizer here. We got one group in the first spot. The Pooya curse is not a thing. Don't put fear into people. That's not a thing. It's a work of fiction. All right. And there's a bunch of us in the second batch over there. So the catch-up game could be real. It's a little dizzy here, but Tomster is in the lead. Still are you in the lead? Nope, you're not. Fruit Loops is in the lead. Chalet right behind. They break the little barricade down, splitting everyone into two paths. That's not how that works. So much evidence that says it's real. Is this evidence like, oh, you know what? Too soon. Too soon. Too soon. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to just saying. A lot of you are saying you heard me laugh, and it's not factual. Because let me tell you, if there's a curse, why am I not winning? Why would I put a curse for somebody else to win and not me? I have no clue what's going on, but I love it. Hey, as long as you're having fun, that's all I can ask for, honestly. All right, well, everyone's going to start finishing the race off here. We got Jay and Jordan remaining. Is that everybody? That might be everybody, you know. We did lose about 9 people to the Dumph. So, could have been worse. First real game, top 10 finish. Hey, love that for you. Congratulations. Top 10 is no joke. It's very hard to come by. About what? The top 12? The top 12 made points, got points out of that. Everyone else, goose egg, but you made the race done, or you completed the race. That's already a feat in its own. And if you don't, that's unfortunate. But we have one more race to go, chat. One last race to go for all of the, no pun intended, but marbles. Because at the end of this race, whoever finishes in the top 3 after both races will be getting a VIP badge for the week. Sometimes longer. Last place with 2 races completed, also a VIP badge. Then I'll round out and do a random number generator for the remainder for one last VIP badge, making 5 VIP badges. So if you would like to participate, exclamation play once again, and then we'll go from there. All right, 56 of you in here, chat. Do we hear 60? Can we get to 60? That's my question. Too short, but respectable. So we'll run it. 59. All right, I'm going to start, and if we get 60, we get 60. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Okay, so we're going to go down, then up into that middle bit here. Mythical Jade taking a immediate charge of this obstacle. First one to go through the Plinkos. Mythical Jade up. I may have spoke too soon. Ripper Pants Just realized what the hell that name is. Sorry, it's Ripper Rants. Never mind. You're good. What the fuck? All right. Anyway, moving on. Mythical Jade is still in the lead, y'all. And can Mythical Jade hold on to it? As I say that, there's a little bit of hesitation here. A little bit of slowdown. Bugbear now in the lead. No, we got Jez in the lead. Newcomer to the stream. Doesn't really know what goes on around here, apparently. But can throw a marble like no one's business. Just don't fall. Hey, you're fine. Jez is in the lead currently, but it's anybody's game. Angela Marvel making a fight for it. Chewy Braden said, peace. Oh my God, someone got hit. Oh my God, Frenchiel. Frenchiel with a huge bump takes the lead over. But I'm not seeing you now. Where did you go? Generations will call that the Frenchiel skip, folks. Frenchiel took a huge lead and promptly lost it to Bugbear. My marble's pissing me off. Where is your marble, actually? Your marble's not doing poorly. Your marble's here. Your marble's in what, like the top 13-ish? Because I do believe this is the front of the pack here. All right. Bugbear still in the lead. Angela Marvel in second place. Oh my God. I am watching a lot of people move past you, Morgan. You slowed down back there. Uh-oh. Is this like Marble Madness or am I way off? It's similar, I think. If it's what I think you mean. Frenchiel still in the lead. Mythical Jade right behind, though. As everyone moves slower and slower. I'm sorry. Oh, unlucky. All right. They're still, you know. Okay, where the fuck is the end game? Is it the two of you? Yeah, there you go. I think Mythical Jade and Frenchie, one of you is about to win this. Oh my God, that thing's shooting at them. Oh, you could get doomfed here. If you get hit by one of those. Oh, not one of these. Mythical Jade has all but secured the dub here, lest something happen. Why are you yeeting me? Mandy, you're third. Why are you yeeting me for? Now, come on now. Okay, this is done, right? Like this top three is locked in from where I'm standing. So you go from there, then you drop in. No, you're going again. I don't love this ending if that's just straightforward like that. And I think it is. This Frenchiel, Mandy about to take third place. A slow finish. I don't know how people in the back are doomfing, but the end game has been triggered in 40 seconds. If your marble does not hit the finish line, your marble will get taken out. Your marble... Hey, maybe better luck next week, Morgan. your marble just got here, but it could still finish the race, which I hope can happen. That's the hope. Uh-oh. Oh, and the Doomfire takes over the rest of the people on the map. Congratulations to Mythical Jade, Frenchiel, and Mandy, who did lock that W in. Everybody else did get hit with either Dooms or finished later, of course. So, let's see what the final what was it? Final three? Final three, last place with 2 races and 1 random number generator. Bugbear, who already, I believe, we'll check if you have a VIP badge. Chalet and Mythical J, congratulations on a hard-earned battle. All right, let me go ahead and see if, first of all, Bugbear, if you don't have it, Frenchiel, oh, if you do, Frenchiel gets it. Congrats, y'all. We did it. We made it through marbles. Bugbear J, there we go. Yep, no, Bugbear did not have it. It does now. Mythical Jade. Chalet with this 1 underscore, I believe. I got to bounce it for myself to watch BB21. Oh my God. Morgan, get the 1x going. Get the 1.5x going on that low key. Like, treat yourself. Take care. Thank you for chilling. Thank you for the raid and for playing some marbles with us. Talk to you soon. I still got to reply to your message, actually, which I will do. Hope you have a good evening. Take care. Peace. All right. And then last place with 2 races complete is DJ Big Russ in the building. Boom. And then random number generator. Number between 1 and 60. Nope. 4 and 60. And that person is going to be number 57, which is Dylan. Congratulations to Dylan for the VIP badge. Boom and boom. Hashtag rigged. All right, chat. And I'll leave you with one last thing before we head on out and call it a night. It got redeemed earlier. I was told I can put whatever I want. I will give you the song. I shouldn't call it a song. They basically said this is what they want the gang to be dissed with, and then I had to write the lyrics for them, and they were gonna have their own, like, one of the gang members do the song, but I didn't know what their sound was, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna understand what the fuck to write if I don't know what their sound is. Let me just write a sample and send you. You tell me how you feel about it. And then I sent it to them, and they liked it, and they wanted to just use that. So this was about an hour's work on Wednesday morning. So without any further ado, check out this. Woo! That's right. You already know who it is. It's that Oxford and Oxford. What we not gonna do is shoot the messenger. I don't know you, but I also don't mess with you. Yeah, but then I'm making a scene. And here's your starter glaciers. Why you so goddamn unclean? And hell, you greasy hair, unkempt and sleazy. Your model kinda cheesy. Why you make this shit so easy? You ain't Gambino, you just a fucking childish. Let's give you a new name. How about my bitch? Blue your color like you just a fan of Bluey. You running aimless like you ain't got no clue, G. Ice in your name, but you melt when we rise. You can't do shit while the sun's in the skies. And that's a fact, call that shit global warming. And this ain't a threat, call this shit a global warning. That's right, you can't handle this heat. Get your ass up on out of here. Control Alt Delete. Say you got a foot fetish cause you love defeat. You got no flavor, how you gon' compete? And don't forget, this shit a global warning. Your pulse cannot be found, we find ourselves in mourning. There you go. It was meant to be a sample. They really liked it. Jade, I did realize I spelled your name wrong, so I'm going to have to do it again. There we go. And then I got to un-VIP the other person who is Mythical Jade without a Y. There we go. Fire, thank you. Thank you. That is my RP character. That is an artist by the name of Oxford. Oxford. Goes by, first name Ox. So that is that. But yeah. All right. An imposter. Yes. No, thank you for calling it out because I would have missed that and then it would have gone south. But it worked out. All right, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really, really, really appreciate you being here again, once again, for a Friday night. The next stream you're gonna see will be on Sunday. Will be Goose Goose, 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. Pull up. Should be fun. We're gonna play some games as we usually do on Sundays, and then from there, I'll be back next Thursday for our Traitors Watch Party. Episode number 6. Only one episode next week, so it'll be more of a quicker stream, but I will be live a little earlier on Thursday to do the bingo card. So if you want the bingo card or you want to suggest stuff for the bingo card, make sure you pull up and get involved for that. Otherwise, we are good to go. All right, chat. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for hanging out.